I will also add another side, which is that when a Finnish company would be considering to enter Pakistani market, what they really need is the trusted partners or trusted companies or connections to actually to give them or guide them. And so I think that it was very smartly said in one of the panels last year that Pakistan is a country where a Finnish or foreign company can find the best partner in the world or the worst partner in the world. And I think that's kind of the message that we have companies like TPL and guys like you in Pakistan who are able to guide Finnish companies as well. Okay, you should not do this, you should do this and that, because I think we all know that in markets like Pakistan, you always need a trusted local partner. You can't work without a local partner.
No, indeed. And I think that is the fact that there are certain nuances to operating cultures and operating styles. Asia has a very different operating style, and Pakistan in that subset also. And given your experience of I don't know how many 2 decades plus of coming to Pakistan, you figured out what you actually see is sometimes not what you get, but this is what it really means. So I think these are some finer nuances which you can't sort of study in a textbook, but you have to experience, and therefore local expertise and local knowledge is extremely critical. And that's where I think a local partner can help unravel some of the opportunity. So another quote I'll give from one of our other investors, which is DG, and Benjamin, who represents that investment on our board, is based out of Thailand, and he's been covering this market. And he tells us something which is an interesting perspective. He says that there are very few countries that he's traveled to where we are as bad as one can be in terms of self-marketing. So I think we have a lot of good things going for us, but I think we've not been able to tell the story as some of our neighboring countries have been able to. And it takes a little bit of digging a little deeper to really unravel some of the opportunities of a business and for collaboration, which if you just look at the press and you look at the media, will not jump out at you. In fact, it scares the hell out of you.
Yeah, but sometimes it's better that there's no news at all. So let's jump through that a little bit. So how do you see the near future of Pakistan? There was election, and there has been this and that also in the international media. Why you would say that Finnish and other foreign companies should head to Pakistan? Why they should be interested in Pakistan? That famous question. Why to Pakistan?
Well, I think a lot of unique circumstances and unique facts which allow Pakistan to be an interesting destination from a business perspective. Number one, very young and very decently sized population. So 220, 230 million, depending on the number that you look at. Young people. A country which, because of political uncertainties and for geopolitical reasons, has not been the travel destination, and therefore a lot of the opportunities are left on the table because you don't access them. It's a country which, if you look at the current landscape, is kind of right-sizing itself to focus on certain key areas. Agriculture is one of them, power, energy, and all these areas where Finland has cutting-edge experience and cutting-edge companies dominating the business landscape. So it's very ripe for partnerships. And I think in terms of opportunities as well, because of the unfortunate geopolitical and optical reasons, it's not a place where you would have a lot of competition. It's not that, it's something that, again, they need change agents and they need ambassadors like you to bring them to this opportunity. This is not something you will search on Google and that will jump up at you as the first opportunity from a business expansion perspective or a collaboration perspective. It's a bit of a hidden gem, just to summarize.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think the competition isn't there, as you said, compared to some other markets. And and this is what I have been saying to a lot of Finnish and foreign companies as well, that the momentum in Pakistan is right now. It might be the momentum for Pakistan as well, but it's like I think in the next few years will be very interesting for foreign companies in Pakistan.
Yeah, and also I think the economic indicators are getting better, right? So we've just finished an IMF program. We're talking about getting into another extended program. So all of this is happening as we speak, which will create a bedrock of stability, which is needed for any business to enter a new market, to kind of validate its projections in terms of growth and future prospects. So I think this is the time now, with the elections behind us, where a new government has been formed and has been given a mandate for 5 years, where the IMF negotiations are going well. The country has exited from the FATF list, the grey list. So from that perspective, it is at a turning point, which is now, which as we speak, should get crystallized in the next 2 to 3 months. The IMF program should be inked or finalized by June. So this is an interesting time just to get, as the country starts to take off, for Finnish companies to evaluate collaboration opportunities or investment opportunities to take care of this untapped market.
I think it's time to say welcome to Pakistan.
Indeed. Look forward to having you all here. We thoroughly enjoyed our last engagement. I think some of the people came thinking that they were going to a country where they would have to travel on camels and wear bulletproof jackets. We hope we hope we've changed some perceptions, and we look forward to kind of cementing that view that this is an interesting place, and it's a vibrant place to be part of.